glucose. 4 ways to monitor your weight loss. So you're struggling to lose weight. The scenario is that you're struggling to lose weight and you don't know you're dieting and the weight doesn't seem to be coming off. The reducing the calories doesn't seem to be working as it should be, as they say. And also, you're running on a treadmill. So I've seen people on the treadmill and they're running, and they still can't lower their body fat. It's like really difficult. And there's a lot of reasons what isn't acknowledged by a lot of the mainstream people. They don't acknowledge a lot. So what I do, I'm not saying it in that way, but it doesn't tend to be acknowledged in the industry. And the reasons, so weight loss, so cortisol. So there's a lot of research now that is, so when this how it works is that when you are stressed, so in this day and age we are very stressed. We always have been in a modern sort of day. Maybe it's slightly better now in some ways, but people are stressed, fairly stressed. They are in a low-level fight or flight mode, and this enables them. This, fight or flight is a stress response. So you got your adrenal hormones, adrenaline, cortisol, and other hormones that will be slightly elevated. And they were designed to do this. Back when we lived in the cave, we were designed, to go into a very cortisol-driven way of being for a short period of time, so 5-10 minutes. So when a lion was chasing you or any sort of wild animal, when we hunted our food, deers, bison, and other animals that were, cows, pigs, whatever we ate, lions in some areas, or like any sort of little animals, we had to get up and get into that power, the fight or flight, because that's what the fight or flight mode is designed to do. It's designed to it prioritises the muscles, so the blood gets prioritised to go to the muscles. So once it goes to the muscles, it's still going in the obviously rest of the body. It's not completely going to the muscles, but it's more a higher percentage will go to the muscles, and it's getting the blood flow. So there's enough nutrition from the blood into the muscles and oxygen. The respiration, so the oxygen going in there and the carbon dioxide coming out as well, so it can be filtered out the lungs, so that it can be taken down the bloodstream to then be filtered out the lungs. It's what's the word? I don't know what the word. I can't remember the exact terminology, but that's how it works. So it goes out the lungs. Out of the lungs, the carbon dioxide. So all that blood's filtered. It's got all the nutrition, and the body's pumped and ready to really go 100% in with being physically active. So the body is ready, it's primed in that moment. And, that's what it's designed to do. 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. However, we are living in a lower state of this chronically for a long period of time. And what this does, it enables more storage around the midsection. So you might feel like your trousers are tighter, around the waist, but the rest of it's the same, and the rest of your body is the same. It can be that you have put on more weight there due to these hormonal changes, because these do happen. There's a lot of hormones really do affect where you store the fat and how the body looks, and There's a lot of hormonal changes that happen to people when it affects how the body fat is stored, and I think it's undervalued within the fitness industry because they don't really talk about that. They talk about the very basics and slightly dated stuff. When it comes to nutrition, that can help a lot of people, but it doesn't explain the whole reason why the smaller minority do struggle, because I've seen it firsthand. So that's one of the reasons. It stores the fat there because it's in survival mode, therefore, and that makes it easier to store fat because the body thinks it's in survival mode, which means when we go to rest, the body it's got extra storage of fat to live off of, so it's like a survival instinct of the body to do that. I will probably do more of a deep dive into that, but that's one of the reasons why people struggle. And it can affect the thyroid with time, I think. It can affect the thyroid, so the link between these little micro behaviours that we do and states that we live in, and then how that affects our organs. Be temperamental, you can say, in an unscientific sense. So also the calories, so they can be too high. If you're losing weight and you're eating 2,000 calories a day, and let's say your metabolic rate's 1,800, then you will put on weight. However, what they don't speak about is when you lower the weight, when you lower the calories, you go down to 1,500. So let's say you go down to 1,500, then your metabolic rate drops to 1,500. How are you going to lose weight? You're eating less, like they say, but are you going to lose weight if your metabolic rate and your calorie intake is 1,500? If they're both the same, will you lose weight? No. So it's not that the calories are coming out of thin air, it is that the metabolic rate has obviously dropped because due to the thyroid not functioning as it should be. So that's why. So there's a lot more to it, and I feel like people say, how can she be eating 1,500 calories? She's not losing weight because the metabolic rate, the body's slowed down. It's slowed down functions, so it's using up less energy, less calories. I don't understand why people don't understand this. Anyway, so the next thing is going to be the thyroid. So it's people get thyroid issues and underactive thyroid, and it's low T3, and I think they get low T4, and they are given T3 that is supposed to convert into T4, but then a lot of the time it doesn't really convert over, and the thyroid stays slow when it doesn't convert, because in a lot of women it seems like the T3 doesn't convert that well, so they have to take literal T4 from a peak thyroid, which can really help them. So they're eating less, and then they don't lose weight. But instead, they can lose muscle, they can lose bone mass, because that can be converted down into calories as well. So I wish people would get this. I really do. They just don't. It's just, you burn calories, but calories, where you burn it from? The muscle, the fat. If your body's set up healthily, then yeah, you will burn fat more than muscle. But if you got thyroid issues, you're not going to be able to lower. You're not going to be able to. If you can lower calories to 1,000, and then maybe there will be. Your body might adjust to 1,200, and then there may be 100. There may be 100 calories, deficit there. But then what's being used up? Is your body going to be then breaking down a lot of amino acids through gluconeogenesis? Because that can then be used as energy, because that can be counted as calories as well. So I just wish people would understand this better. Exercise. So if you're not doing any resistance training, this is another one. This is number 4. So we've gone through, just to recap, cortisol, calories, thyroid, and exercise. Well, we're going to go for exercise. So if you do resistance training, it can be very beneficial to the muscles. Slow eccentric training, so eccentric, can be really beneficial for developing muscle mass, helps with bone mass, maintains it, obviously on top of nutrition, etc., and all of that. Can be really good for buffering blood sugar, because all of the glucose will get, if you say you eat a whole chocolate bar, all that glucose has got a lot of glycogen storage to go into, because you have a lot of muscle mass. When you have low muscle mass, there's not a lot of glycogen storage, so a lot of that sugar would stay in the blood for longer, until it gets filtered through into the muscle over time. So having more muscle mass acts as a great buffer for chronically high blood sugar. Got a hiccup. Chronically high blood sugar. So, or just high blood sugar in general. So having the muscle mass there, it's beneficial for bone mass. You lose muscle as you age, but when you exercise, Well, they say that it's like 2% after 40, and it increases gradually over the decades. And they say that, but it is. Hold on. They say that, however, that's in these sedentary individuals that is normal in our society now. But in people who are active, the muscles do maintain their size really well through the decades. They don't. I don't think they decrease. I think there's one study I remember reading at uni, and these people, two groups. One was like they're older, I think, and one was younger. And in the end, I can't remember the specifics, but in the end, the study showed that the older active people had more muscle in them. I mean, on their body compared to the inactive or slightly active 30-year-olds, and there are fairly big groups, I believe. So that just goes to show that it really helps, and helps obviously, even if you can maintain that muscle when you get to your 70s, 80s, 90s, at least you can still get up. You still have that muscle to push you up. So that's why it's really good to be active. Obviously, you need to recover, etc., adequate amounts, but that's why it's very important, and also for building more muscle and also burning fat, so that will burn fat as well as these factors. I hope this helps. So for our cortisol, calories, thyroid function and exercise, and mainly resistance training and a bit of cardio. But I hope this helps you. Comment, like and subscribe. What are your opinions in this topic area? What are they? I want to know. And then I can comment back to you and we can have a discussion. Let's not get mad at each other, and comment below. Thanks for watching, and I'm finished.